Welcome to Tbilisi. I'm super excited to explore this amazing city, from finding a cool co-working space to wandering the city's lively streets. Join me on my adventure as I share my experience and insight.
Hi, welcome to the digital jungle.
Hey Valerian, thank you for your time.
Thanks for coming here.
Thank you so much. What inspired you to start a co-working space in Tbilisi?
That's a good question. We couldn't find the one that was meeting our expectations. Mostly all the co-working spaces are really, let's say, packed. It's loud, and you don't have free spaces. And once you grow the company, you need more space, more offices and desks. So we couldn't find the one that was matching our requirements. So we decided to create one.
Cool. And how would you define your concept?
So we call ourselves as exclusive workspace. It's a member-only club where somebody should invite you to get in. So as you see, we have a comfortable space, and all the team members somehow contribute to this community. And all the companies who are here somehow help each other, are interconnected with business or they're clients of each other. And we try to keep it as simple as possible, not bringing a competition. So let's say if you are an interior design company, there won't be any other here. And we try also to exchange with the information and our resources to build the community.
That means it is not like other co-working spaces where I can book a day pass and then come in.
Exactly. It's only monthly membership, starting at least 3 months a year, and then it goes up. But so far, all the people that join us stay with us.
Okay. So you mentioned the community and the exclusivity in this space. How do you foster the collaboration and the community among the members?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, it's more about listening, because as we started, we didn't have any plans how to do it. And then, as people joined, we were talking about what's their expectations, what they want to do. Is it like cooking classes or board games or movie nights? And we were experimenting. So we have our strategy, how we want to develop it and keep the pace. But besides that, the more important is to listen to your community.
How does your co-working space reflect the culture of Tbilisi and Georgia?
I think that's a really unique way of doing it, because what we have gathered here is all team members, they primarily focus on the markets outside of Georgia.
Yeah.
So they're quite international companies that are based here, and probably the best minds that you can find in Georgia. So we have people as locals, as expats, like from Estonia, from Spain, from Italy, mostly Georgians, of course. But the idea is to grow. We don't have any borders in terms of, who does what. But the idea is to keep a comfortable space.
What challenges have you faced running a co-working space, and how do you solve those?
That's a good question. So we come from the digital industry where you basically, create a code and everything runs smoothly. Well, besides the bugs, right? But here you work with a lot of people. So starting with doing architecture, design, then implementing the design and doing renovation, buying plants and taking care of this place. So it's a lot of people from different industries, different backgrounds. So the number one is you need to implement your structure, your workflow, and you need to teach them how you work, what is the standard, how they communicate with each other. Then definitely communicating this to the community. So what are your values, how you behave, like how you take care of your plants, anything. So this is like more something for yourself, not for a broader audience.
Yeah.
So it's like more emotional, like it's like you let someone at your home and you tell them how you live and you share your lifestyle. So that reflects our lifestyle.
Really nice. And so it seems to me that you have good experience in running businesses. So what did you do before, or what is your now the main business? Is that this, or you're also working on other projects too?
So I come from sales background, and my background is in sales, and I run a couple of companies, and currently what I'm doing is I'm building an ecosystem which is composed with agency that does tech, design, marketing, and finance for startups and SMEs. We also run companies that builds remote teams for European companies in Georgia, and then we provide end-to-end service for keeping the business. So if you have a remote team, then you need an office space, you need the hardware, you need payroll. So that's kind of our circle that we're building. Also some apartments if you're relocating people. So we're trying to understand needs of our clients and also community members, listen to them, and based on this, we provide the services.
Okay. What's your idea about the co-living spaces? So, I mean, as a digital nomad, if you're coming to, for example, here Tbilisi, you need the space. Okay, there are a lot, but what about offering a place where they can to live?
So that's a great question. So we are streaming to that. Currently, we have a couple of apartments that we are offering to our talents and our community members. But the long-term vision is that we want to invest in a building or a bigger space where we're going to have a co-living together with a co-working and some other facilities and areas for developing the community.
Oh, that sounds
that's
really good idea.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a kind of dream where all the community members, all the people that you work with, you admire, they're in the same space, not only working, but living and having fun together.
Yeah.
So this is our first step towards developing ourselves in real estate.
Yeah.
But it's part of the journey, and the journey is long. So
it's really cool because in the last episode of my vlog, I was visiting a co-living space. It's called Circus House in Barcelona.
Okay.
And they offer it both co-working and co-living outside the city. It's really nice concept. So it seems that you also goes in that area.
I mean, first time I saw co-living and co-working, like experienced myself, was in Berlin. It's called Silicon Alley.
Yeah.
And it's like Friedrichstraße.
Yeah.
And it was like really cool because if you are a nomad or an expat and moving to a new place and you want to, get matched with people like you, it's easy because you hang out with them and then you don't need to take a train or something to go back home. So everything happens in the same space.
Yeah. And it's really helpful to get the culture in the city and the people over there now.
Yeah, I agree.
In what ways do you see co-working spaces evolving in the Tbilisi's future?
I think it takes a really crucial part because now, as globalization is more into the city, and you have a lot of people coming and relocating to Georgia. You need more spaces, and in Georgia, and especially in Tbilisi, you don't have many office spaces as it is, and people are transforming different areas and spaces into the co-working. And it's great place for understanding the local culture, meeting like-minded people. I think it will grow and it will be more niche because let's say we have a couple of big ones, but I mean that's not that cozy as you can find a smaller co-working spaces with up to 100 people space.
Yeah, nice. And the last question is, what's the next step for Digital Jungle, and is there any expansion plan? You mentioned already the apartment part, but yeah.
So in our plans, we have to open 2 more spaces in Tbilisi, in other central areas of the city, and then another one in Batumi. And we have also other remote teams in other countries, in Armenia, Azerbaijan, in Turkey, in Egypt, South Africa, and we're also heading to Mexico and Latin America. So that's like a long-term goal where we want to grow. And as I said, this is all interconnected. When one business grows, and the other follows. So I hope that our US chapter will grow, which means that we'll launch something in Mexico or in Latin America.
I hope to see the Digital Jungle and you in the other cities as you mentioned.
Thank you so much. I'll invite you.
It sounds like really cool plan and vision.
Thanks, man.
So
I have a question for you. So maybe you have any recommendations for us, so how we could get better, because you obviously know more about co-workings than I do.
So actually, I mean, you did a lot of things very well, and as you're also telling the story behind the concept, I think everything is good, but there's always for me this concept of co-working that there should be an easy way to get in, and to get the community, to get the chance to get the community better now and so on. But I mean, your concept is different than the others.
That's true.
Yeah, but
you're here.
But how the community, for example, in the digital way, or use the co-working space? Are they connected with the app, or how does it work?
So we have built on our infrastructure in ClickUp for doing all operational part. For communication, we use Slack. And basically, we do events on a weekly basis. Okay. Well, we have been doing it on a bi-weekly, now we're doing it on a weekly basis. And tomorrow we have a movie night where all our current community members and also our talents who are not coming here on a daily basis, but are also part of the community, they interact with each other.
So what I can suggest is to integrate all those different systems under one infrastructure. So like an app for co-working space. It make it easier for a community member to interact if they have everything in just one app. So as an example, for example, in Germany, we or community can, for example, open the doors via one app. They can see the events also in that app, and they can chat with each other. It make it easier for them just to handle all those processes. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for coming here.